Good afternoon. Welcome to Carlene's Kitchen, where today we are going to make something that's pretty easy, fabulously delicious, and very messy. So we'll see how this goes, but I've been making it all weekend and I really enjoy it. We're gonna have just 4 basic ingredients. The first ingredient that we're gonna need, because we're making peanut butter chocolate treats, you need to get a peanut butter. I would just, like I've said before, please look at the back of your peanut butter and see how much added sugar is in it. It can really be a lot. It can say organic on the front and be loaded with added sugar, not just a peanut sugar if there is such a thing. But this has roasted peanuts, some oil, and it has a little bit of sugar. Just a little bit. And had I known that, I probably wouldn't have done that. So for my peanut butter, what you do is I put a half a jar of peanut butter in this, I don't know what you call it. I use it on the holidays to put like 2 vegetables in, and they can keep it warm. What do you call this? A heater. So I put a half a jar of peanut butter in here with some oil, and you can use either one of these, coconut oil or MCI oil. Okay, you pour a couple tablespoons of that in. You pour in a teaspoon of vanilla, and then you start letting it melt. If you want to drop a bit of stevia in, you can. I didn't. So what I'm going to do is take some of this and pour it in this bag. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Let's see how much I have. I think I have enough. And this is one of those piping bags. You can see I just ordered a few piping bags, and then you're going to snip off the bottom of it. I went ahead and already snipped off the bottom. So I have a little clip on the bottom. So I'm just going to go in here, and now I have a mold. You can get these molds in so many different sizes. It's so much fun really to do with this. You can do so much with these molds. But you get yourself a mold, and I'm going to make a peanut butter chocolate little treat. I'm going to end up putting it in the freezer. So when I take the clip off, guess what? Peanut butter is going to come, and I have to decide how full of peanut butter I want to make it. So, Ken's got a little clumpy spot there. So let me just do this. Maybe I need to cut the end off a little bit more. I think I have the scissor out. Just hold on. I'm just gonna grab this scissor. And I'm going to cut the end off just a little bit more. All right, let's try that. I don't want to put too much in here. All right, 1, 2, 3. See how that's working? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and I had 10. There we go. And so now I'll put the clip back on it. Oh, that's right. And I'll move it back over here and just set it here, because I'll be making some more of these later on. I don't want to waste peanut butter. and chocolate. This can get expensive. Okay, so you see what I've done. I haven't made too big a mess. So this is just peanut butter, vanilla, and some oil piped into a mold. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on here and see if I've got all the little edges filled. This one, I'm going to kind of push this one over. I think it's good. I think it's perfect. All right, this one I was experimenting with. Ignore that. Okay, now what you would do is you would take this and put this in the freezer for a short period of time. Not that long. So, it freezes really fast in this particular mold. Here we go. Now here is some that I put chocolate on, and if we can, we'll put chocolate on those in just a minute. But these are not quite frozen yet. I've been kind of waiting on them to freeze, but you can see I'll pop one out. And there it is. They should be in the freezer for a little bit longer. So they have chocolate on. See, all the peanut butter didn't come off because I'll just do one more because I want to get it back in the freezer. But they make little tiny little pop-outs. So we're just going to wait a second and let this other one get set for a bit. And then we'll pull it out and put some chocolate on it. So now let's do the chocolate. Over here in this pot, I have this. I've shown you this when I did the strawberries. But the reason that you want to spend the $5, sometimes you can get it for less, is because it has only erythritol. So you have to decide whether or not you want to put erythritol in your body, but it doesn't have any added sugar. So that's really pretty, absolutely amazing if in fact erythritol is okay for us. This whole bar has about 20 carbs. So, you know, you hardly would get any carbs. So what a nice little treat to have a little peanut butter, organic peanut butter, and then a little bit of chocolate. You know what? It tastes like a candy bar. And the only difference is it's really healthy for you. It's not really healthy for you. It's not bad for you. And it is so delicious. So what we're going to do is take some of the chocolate and pour it in here. And I'll set this over here. I'm going to use this all up after my time is over because I'm not going to waste any of this. So let me just go ahead and grab this. If I had 5 more minutes, it would be frozen, but I don't. But I'm just going, like this little piece over here, it's spilled, but look, it's already getting hard. I can pick it off. Okay, so now I'm going to take my chocolate and the same thing. I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to turn it over because I have my little clip. This is kind of warm. And then I'm going to fill it in. Yeah, it's working. It's kind of warm on my hands. You kind of want to get all those little corners. You see what I'm doing? The bag is hot. All right, this guy. He has a brother there that needs help. All right, 3 more to go. Hot. You have to be careful because if you're not, that'll happen. 1 more. Can I do this? And then I'll take my spoon, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm just gonna spread it out so all the little ends are covered. And that's not really working, so I'm not gonna do it. So, a little bit messy, but this will go into the freezer, and I'm gonna let it freeze for a couple hours, and then you can pop them out, and you'll have little pieces of chocolate. So, what am I gonna do? Let's see, it's 4:20. I haven't had any afternoon coffee yet. And so I think I'm gonna go on over there. I'm gonna make a cup of espresso. And then I'm gonna come back here, and I'm not even gonna clean up this mess. I'm gonna sit down with my husband. And these are so good. And they're so healthy. And they're chocolate and they're peanut butter. And I hope when you make this, you can make them more beautiful than I can. So, but I do think they're delicious, and I think these are good ingredients. So, goodbye for today. And yes, I pray, God, that our food is blessed.